So GitHub just released their 2025 survey, and look at that. TypeScript is winning. It just overtook Python as well as Java, became the most popular language in the world. This is amazing, and there are like a few tools that I wanted to talk about in this video. So you can that 1.5, 1.05, really amazing. A few tools that I use like every day with TypeScript is basically here. So let's start with my editor first. So one of my favorite tools nowadays is called ArkRegex. So this is basically a wrapper upon the new regex, and you can just see that hey, it uses the regex here to infer the syntax of this regex. So it just understands the types and everything. And if you like mess up your regex or like do something crazy like this, or you could just add like some other language, no, not like that, maybe no, delete something like this, it just tells you that hey, this regex is not a fine regex, and solve that issue on the spot. This is amazing. Like this allows you to basically infer types from your regexes in a project from Arc, which is like an alternative to Zod as well. You should check it out. Another tool that I use a lot is effect dev tools. So like effect is basically like very hard to track on its own, so I use effect dev tools to basically use it to track something. So for example, if I run source arc examples.ts, you can see that it's running now, and every second it's running an effect, and I wanted to track that. So I could just come here, I could just say effect dev tools, show effect dev tools client 2, its clients are showing here. If I wanted to see like what it's doing, effect tracer, then I could trace the things, how long it takes for per request for an effect to run, etc, etc. Amazing tool, amazing platform. A few more tools that I use a lot are also here. So another one that I use a lot is called Dependy. Dependy is basically like it tells you how much your dependencies add to your project. So for example, like post processing adds like 11.9k lines. This is also a big thing, and if I want to like rewrite something, I basically look at hey, how much space it's taking inside my application, and I basically use it. So yeah, Dependy is really good. Other one is Prettify TypeScript errors. Yeah, Prettify TypeScript error from Matt Evobliss. So this is also a uh, really good tool here. It just helps you to basically see what errors you see here. It converts those errors to something like this, which is also very useful, and I feel that you should use it more. Another one that I use a lot is error lens. Yeah, it just shows you the errors right here, and you do not have to like look at an application like that. So you can just see like if I, for example, if I delete something like this, I just see the error lens popping up here in the side, and I understand the error without even looking at it. Undetermined string literal, so I determine it and I do it like this. So yeah, those are the tools that I use all the time here as well. Let's look at another one. For like my MCP things, I basically use Grep.app to search for my applications. If I want to search for how an application is working, like how a library is working, I just come here and I just ask hey, how do I actually use Hono.js? So I use Hono.js like this, I could use Hono.js like this, and I just look at the open source tools and stuff like that. So it's also a really good tool, and it also has an MCP server as well. So you could just add like grep here, and you could just add mcp.grep.app, and it just works. Really good tool. Another one that I use a lot is context 7. Context 7 is also like a documentation tool, so you could just ask it, like you could use its MCP server as well. You could use its MCP server as well as ask something like this, so you can just see that hey, these are the documentations of the MCP, and it just allows you to use that tool here to basically like allow your LLM to look at the documentation. Most of the time a lot of LLMs could do it now, like using cursor or something like that, but it's just a good way of like having an MCP tool that allows you to do it. Another MCP tool that I use a lot is GitHub MCP registry. So it like registers all the MCP servers that are available on GitHub and are free to for you to use. So like some of them are from Microsoft, some from other companies, from Notion, Timu, Linear, etc, Stripe, Chroma, Sentry. So you can just use it and have MCP servers do everything. Really good. uh, A few more tools that I use all the time is basically socket.dev. Socket.dev is also like it's it's a dependency checker for your applications. You could just come here and like see what dependencies my application have. Like for example, effect. If I come to effect, and you can see that effect has like 100% security and everything, and yeah, something like Next.js or like Hono, you can see like what are the security errors, what are the CVEs that it had before, or the stuff that it has. So yeah, really good project, maintained nicely. Yeah. Yeah. So another tool that I use a lot is cap.so. It's from my friend Brendan. Brendan has developed this amazing tool that allows you to like document stuff and make stuff. So yeah, really amazing tool as well. And another one that I use a lot is Affinity. Affinity is also free now, so you can just use it all the time. And I feel that you should actually use it all the time as well. So it's like an editor, like it's your content creator style. So you can just use it to generate like thumbnails and generate like posters and stuff like that. Really good. Um, yeah. A few more other tools that I use a lot is motion primitives. This is like a component library. So motion-primitives.com. Just you can come here and you can look at some of the motion primitives. Yeah, really good. You can see like carousels and stuff. How do you develop a good carousel, or the disclosures or the dialogues, etc., etc. Also really good. Like for example here, it's turning up like this. Yeah, really good. Another UI library I use a lot is Space.js. So like if I want to develop a 3D UI and stuff like that, you generally use Space.js to develop like stuff like this. So like if I wanted a floating carousel and stuff like that, usually generate that. So yeah, these are the most of the tools that I use a lot, and I feel like you should use it as well. Yeah, thank you.